Hello there and welcome back to Building with the Boys. We have now got issue 45 of Hachette's Disney Doll's House. I'm sorry there's been a gap between 44 and the 43, 44 and the next two. It's Christmas Eve here now. Things have just gone mad. So I've been so busy, it's been ridiculous. But I need to get these done. If I don't get these done, it's going to be New Year before I do. So I need to get into it. I need to get my head down and get these done. So in this one, there was a lot more to do than we did in the last two. So we built the two exterior and interior walls. This time, we're papering some parts. Now, you get a lot with this one, but we're not going to use it all. So we're going to paper some walls, and then we are finally going to start building Pooh's basement. We do get some very cute little parts in this one, so we'll take a look at those first. Then we'll get this put together. Then we'll have a bit of a chat. So, we have the rug for Mickey's room. Look at this. This is lovely. This feels really nice. Now, we've spoken in the past about hidden Mickeys. Can you see them? Because you glance at it and like, well, it just kind of looks like a Persian rug of that kind of thing. But if we look here, and here, see if we can get close up on that. Mickey Mouse heads, very cleverly hidden into the design. Isn't that a cute thing? It's lovely. It's really nice. However, it does give me somewhat of a dilemma because I actually have a nicer rug than this for my room, courtesy of Ken, who sent me Aladdin's magic carpet, which I actually prefer to this. So I'm going to need to find somewhere for this to go. I'm sure we will. The one thing I don't like about this, travesty. Absolute travesty. I mean, I'd like some backing over this. I might get some sort of iron on or something just to... because I'm conscious of these being exposed like this. I'm conscious of one of these catching and this pulling. But other than that, I mean, this is a really lovely rug. And mine's nice and flat. I'm happy about that. I didn't want this all curled up. But what a lovely thing. That's really nice. Right, let's get these walls built. Let's start getting some structure to Pooh's basement. Okay, so in this one, we get 4 wall panels. And we get, I believe, 4 pieces of wallpaper. However, we're not used all of that. Not yet, anyway. So here we are with our wallpapers. There's a lot of these. A hell of a lot of these, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wallpapers. We're not using all of those. We're not. So what are we going to be using? Well, won't be using this one. Won't be using this one. So the 2 little ones are going to stand to the side, leaving us with this panel here and this one here. Now the first one we're going to be using is wall panel E, which I believe is this one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure this is in the right way round. Right. Yeah. So decorated side down. That's how we're working on this one. So we are going to clean this off, make sure there's no debris. Because again, if you might not see it with the naked eye, but if you've got a little piece of wood or a splinter in there, and then you put your wallpaper on, it's going to cause a blip in your wall. It's not the end of the world, but I mean, I'd prefer that not to be there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take wallpaper C, and we're going to place it to this wall. So let's locate which one that is. Okay, so this will be wallpaper C. This is the longest of the 6, and it's the one that's got the white margin on the side, and our trim here at the bottom. So all we're going to do is we're going to apply this one to the wall as normal, and I'll show you exactly where we're going on this and how we're going to line this up. Now this is shorter than those very large external walls we did. But let's get this in. Right, so we're going to line this up here. See, this is nice and straight as possible. There we go. There we are. That seems long. I'm now there doubting myself. No, that's definitely right. That just seems really long. No, that's about right. That's about right. Okay, so let's smooth this one down. Okay, now I would imagine we have quite a bit of trimming to do on this one, right? Yeah, so we're going to flip this over and trim this one. Right. So we're going to left with this excess here. All that's coming out. Seriously, new blade. I hope you're all getting ready for Christmas, and I hope Santa brings you lots of nice things. I hope you've been very good boys and girls. I haven't, but you know, I have a life on the naughty list. What can I tell you? Don't be fooled by that lovely lovely impression I give you of myself. I've been horrible this year. No, I haven't really. But we'll see. The kids are losing their minds with excitement at the moment, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be an interesting day. Right, so that's that side trimmed there. Okay, now we're going to flip it over, and we're going to trim out this section here. Need a ruler for that. I see. Okay, right, so I'm going to grab a ruler, get this trimmed as well. Okay, so trim down there. This is easy enough, but this will... there we go. So, that's that wall. I think done. I would imagine there's something that's gone... There's nothing's gone on the other side because there's an exterior wall. Fold the top edge of the wallpaper C over the top edge of wall panel E as shown in the photo. Yeah, see, I was curious about this. There seems to be an excess over the top, but that's something that folds over. I see. So we have a slightly beveled wall. So that just folds over the top of that, like so. There we go. That's the first one done. That was easy enough. That was relatively painless. This is what the exterior wall looked like. We've seen a little bit of that already. That's a good indicator of which one you have. So that one's done. Now we're going to ring up the other one, which is this one here. I'm making sure we've got this the right way around, because this is where shenanigans are going to appear if we don't. So it is this way round. So that is how you need to work on this. That way. If you get it that way round, you're going to be all right. And we are going to do the exact same thing again with this wallpaper here. Yep, same again. Right, so more papering. It's been ages since we've done some papering, really, hasn't it? So yeah, I'll be honest with you, I won't miss it. I won't miss wallpapering. We've got some hardcore wallpapering to come. I've seen the size of the sheets of wallpaper that go on the exterior of this house, and my god. Right, so let's get this lined up again. Whilst I've got you, some of you might have been receiving little gifts through the post from Amazon. Those are from me. Those are thank yous to the things that you sent me. I know Amazon messages that come with this is a gift from aren't great. So if you've received something random through the post, chances are it was me. There will be a note in there that will state it's from Building with the Boys. But so if you got some random thing to them, like, who the bloody hell sent this? It was me. So now you know. Right, there we go. Yeah, just a thank you for everybody that's kind of sent us something or supported us. It's just a little from me to you. But I hope that hasn't freaked you out. So there's like, who the bloody hell sent this? Right, so that's that one done. Let's flip this one over, and we're going to trim these pieces out. So let's go down here like so. Trim along there. Trim along there. That piece out. Trim that one out. I don't know, there's something very therapeutic about trimming. I like it. I don't know why, but I do. Let's trim on there. So all of that comes out. It's a lot of prep to this, but I mean, the actual assembly is bloody easy. Well, I say that. That's if mine all fit. Yeah, as I said, I hope you're all getting ready for Christmas. I hope you're all healthy and happy and got the family arriving or whatever it is you're doing. And it's going to be a good one, I hope, for everybody. Right, let's get that. Yeah, I want that out of there. There we go. Right. So it's that out. Is that as trimmed as it's supposed to be, or is there more trimmery to happen to that? They do want us to trim off here, so they want us to take that off there. Right, again, ruler, and I'll take those pieces off. Okay, so that's how we're now looking. So we have this wall here, and we have this wall here. Let's zoom out. There we go. So we've got these two walls. So that is how we're now looking. It is now time, finally, to start assembling Pooh's basement. So let's bring up the ground floor that we built all the way back in October. Can you believe that? So let's bring this up here, and we're going to be working this way around. Okay. So, how are we doing this? Let's have a look. Right, so, this is the first one we're going to take. So we're going to take this one here, and it's going to fit along there. We're just test fitting at this point before we glue all of this in. We know we're going to glue all this in. We're dab hands at this, aren't we? We are professional Disney architects at this point. Our second wall is going to slot in here. That fits lovely. Good. It's nice when it all just goes in. It's lovely when that happens because you're like, okay, I haven't messed this up. This appears to be working. This one is going to go in this end here. Oh, they say. Will it? Does that just roll in there? It's interesting. Oh, I see. Okay. Bit of wigglage. There we go. Right, so that's tight. But that's good. We want this tight. I'm making somewhat of a meal of this. There we go. Bloody hell, Scott's sorted out. So, yep. Like that. And then we will have this piece here. And surely that's where that one goes. There's only one place it can go. It's got to go there. Yeah, that one must sit in there. And it does. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Yep. So that's how we're going to look. Cool. Right. Pooh's garden. So what we're going to do is this all fits. So everyone's happy. I'm happy, you're happy, we're happy. Pooh's ultimately happy because he's going to get home finally. So let's get this glued up. Okay, so let's glue. Right, so we are going to... I want a decent bond on this one. I'll tell you people, these applicator bottles are an absolute dream come true. If you haven't got yourself one yet, highly recommend it. You get a pack of 2 on Amazon for about £3. And they work like an absolute charm. You can fill them up with whatever glue you want. And they just are a dream to use. So there we go. Right. So that's our first one going in. At the back here. Wall 1. That one's in. Okay, now we do the exact same thing again with wall 2. It's nice there's a bit more to do in this one. I mean, because the last two have just been, you know, repeats. Put bond along there. Strip of glue along here. Along here. Along here. And along here. All along there. Right. Let's get this one in. That's that one there. Now we're going to apply the end piece. And what we're going to do with this one is we're going to put some glue along here, front of these tabs, and along the bottoms. All along here, along here, and inside these grooves. So now, I'm going to drop this one down into the wall. There we go. That's that one in. And now we just have one last one to do. It's the trickiest wall because you kind of got to roll this one into place, which is a little unusual. But it'll fit. It just took a little bit of wobbling the last time. So I'll show you how we're going to glue this one up. So we're going to glue along our tabs here. Now, if you're thinking, my wallpaper's on the tabs, I've just left it like that, that's okay. No, the reason why we remove that is because if you do that, your walls have got a bond to the paper, which can rip away, which is why we expose these tabs. So what's actually attached is the wall itself and not the paper. Does that make sense? So your bond has happened to the actual tab and not the paper, which gives you a lot more firmness, because it means if you pull hard enough, you could just pull the paper away and the wall will come off. Whereas if you actually attach the wall to the wall, you've got a better bond. So let's roll this one in. This one didn't really want to play ball last time, but hopefully it will now. Now we've... It's a very odd fit. There we go. There we go. Aha! Perfect. Well, that one went nice and easy that time. So that's all 4 walls in place. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, is stage 45 complete. Let's have a chat. So there we have it. That's 45 complete and quite simple. I mean, we've built a square is what we've done. So you will have 4 pieces of wallpaper left over, and you will have 2 little walls left over. Now, it gets tricky with this one because you've got to make sure, because all 4 pieces of this wallpaper are going to be going on these 2 walls. So we're going to be doing front and back. Now, I know when it comes to paper in this one, we are essentially assembling this like so, I believe, and then we're going to paper it. So knowing which paper goes where is important because that's going to be an easy one to get wrong. If you get it wrong, don't beat yourself up about it. It happens because it is a little confusing, but we'll see. As I said, some of you might have been receiving things through the post and be like, who's that from? Because someone sent me a picture of one of the notes that come with it. I'm like, oh, it's literally just a sentence at the end of the invoice. I thought it came with a genuine note when you put, would you like to add a gift note? Yes, I would. It's just a sentence at the bottom of the invoice. It's like from Building with the Boys. So you might have missed it. So if something random has turned up your house, thought, who the bloody hell sent me this? It was me. that's what's happened. That's all for this one. We will be adding more to Pooh's basement for a long time. So 46 as well. We are going to be adding the final structure pieces of wall to Pooh's basement, but we're not done with this basement by a long shot after that. There is still plenty more to do with it. But the difficult parts are done. So, I mean, we have got, realistically, I'd say about another 7 fairly simple issues where it's just a case of, okay, there's some trim and there's some finish, but it is what it is. Every partwork has one of these. So if you're not familiar with partwork models, I mean, I build a lot of them. They don't all magically have 120 parts. Some of them, the designers might look at it and go, we got 103 at best here, and they have to find 17 issues out of it. So sometimes you get ones that think, this could have all been in one pack. Pooh's Basement, that's what this one is. This is to flesh out the numbers, but it's fine. It's the economics of it. We know how it works. And it's nice to have a little bit of a break, but I am very eager to get back to the main house, as I'm sure all of you are. That's it for this one. We will be back very, very soon. I mean, literally immediately. Once this is finished, we're going to film the next part. So we will be back really soon, as quick as I can edit it, with issue 46, where we will be closing out the month, which was technically should have been November, but we'll be closing out the month by finishing the interior walls of Pooh's Basement. That's all from me. Please remember to like and subscribe in a world where you can be anything at all, especially at Christmas. Just be nice, and I will catch you on the next one.